You're listening to 60 Yard Line on National Public Radio. I'm Dawn Marie.
I'm Danielle Marie.
Hi, I'm Katie Lynn. Our sponsor today owns his own bakery with a very clever name, Seasons Eatings.
Oh, I love that. That's great. That's great.
Clever.
Yes.
Thank you, Pete Schweddy.
He makes all kinds of treats, but the thing he likes to bring out most this time of year are his balls.
I know, he sent us some of his balls. Balls.
Yeah, they make balls for everything. They have balls that are popcorn balls. They have rum balls, all kinds of balls.
Wow. My mouth is watering just thinking about those balls.
It's been years since I've seen balls.
Would you like to see some balls now?
I would love
Yes,
to.
whip them out, Dawn. Dawn Marie.
Wow. He has beautiful
What's
balls.
in there? Take the plate out, Dawn.
They look good.
Yeah. Beautiful.
They're bigger than I expected.
I can't wait to get my mouth around this ball.
Oh, I like the way his balls smell.
You know what I heard? I heard they're made from a Schweddy family recipe.
Oh, Schweddy
Schweddy
balls.
balls.
Yum.
Love
Schweddy
Schweddy balls.
Live from Metamora, it's 60 Yard Line.
What do you want for Christmas?
Hose.
You gotta give it
Tell
your...
us what's in here, Dawn.
So, this has a little bit of vodka, a little bit of orange juice, a little bit of apple juice, and a little bit of cranberry, and then the topper was ginger ale. And it is really, really good. It's kind of almost, I mean, it's a Christmas drink, but you could almost use this for like summer too. It's super refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's not too sweet.
No.
It's very good. And there's no pineapple.
And there is no pineapple, so Katie's
my
golden.
God.
But
No.
we'll post the recipe, but it is delicious. I think we've gone through one or two, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's like a Christmas punch. You could make it for a punch
Yep.
with your kids on Christmas Day, and then for adults, you just add a shot of vodka.
yeah. So for
Or two.
kids, this
Or
is
two.
excellent. And if you want to do it in a big punch bowl, you could do that too. So we just did it in our little cups, but it is delish. Yeah.
I was in charge of the shot of the week, you guys. I failed, epically.
Good job. Good job.
I did a little bit of research and was trying to find something cute, and I found a couple of things. And I went to Meijer today and was standing in the liquor aisle like a deer in the headlights looking for something and could not find it. Creme de menthe. Could not find it anywhere.
Does it taste like mint?
I think so. Whenever I hear it, I think about Connie because there was a grasshopper. Was it a grasshopper?
Yes, and it's mint.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
And
chocolate
where
was-
were we when she wanted a grasshopper?
my mom wanted
Yes.
it. Oh my
Was it
God, she's
there?
amazing.
Or maybe it was just creme de menthe.
So she has.
I don't know. I don't know
Where
that.
were we?
She's bartended before, so I feel like she knows how to make mixed drinks at the country
You know
club.
where we were? We were in Ohio, and she was there, and she ordered something, and it had
Love
creme
it.
de menthe in
What?
it.
I love
Yes.
And the
yes.
waitress was like, "The
Yeah.
what?"
Right.
Those are
Yeah.
actually really good. I've had those before.
Oh, a
Really?
grandpa
But
I
it's
have
over,
too.
it's one of those sneaky ones. It's kind of like this. Just caution, okay? We were drinking these, and we kind of thought, oh,
Yeah.
they're good. They don't taste that strong. And then they hit you. And those are like that. They're like that really yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I had 2 of these with the punch, and now there's white wine in here because I ran out.
So FYI, they don't have that at Meijer.
They
So
don't have that.
then I found another little thing that was like Santa's pants, and so it was like grenadine, and then there was rum chata like layered on top of it, and I was like, okay, that seems easy enough. And so I bought it, and then I took it home and I tried to make it, and of course the rum chata did not layer on top, and it went down into the grenadine and mixed all in there. And so I made my husband try it, and he took the shot and he made this horrible face. And he was like, do you remember cement mixers? Do you guys remember those where they like curdle it like in your mouth? He's like, it tastes like a cement mixer. I'm like, okay, we're not doing it. So there is no shot of the week.
That's all right. We can go shotless. We can post the nailed it photos of like the drink and then.
Well, actually, I made an amazing appetizer. So let's just talk about that. So
yeah, snack of the week.
Snack of the week this week is I'm going to give you the ingredients because on paper it sounds terrific, but it is cranberries or cranberry sauce, cream cheese, extra sharp cheddar. And when you add it all together and you bake it, and it makes this beautiful, bubbly cheese bake.
It looks like Mexican dip.
And it kind of tastes like a mix of Mexican dip and cranberry sauce.
And bacon.
And bacon.
There's no bacon
in it.
I know, there's not. And I don't know what happened. But I'm just going to say that we're going to say we nailed that one.
Nailed it.
So, listen, this one's not about snacks and drinks this week. This one is all about Christmas. So that's what we're doing.
And we're not perfect.
No.
I mean, I am.
Oh my God.
In fact, one of her gifts this year says...
you did give me a...
What is it?
What does
Let's
it say?
just save some time and assume I'm right.
Yeah. Oh, the little note card.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I
mean, that pretty much says
Katie's
it all,
perfect.
right? I know.
She's perfect. All right, Danielle. So what do we got these boxes for? What is this all about?
Well, we decided to do like a Christmas episode. So there's really not much we want to talk about with football. Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
I mean, we could talk about Kelsey mooning.
Oh, Travis Kelce, like
that's like an old video.
I know.
Right? Like now it's coming out as this big deal.
The best part is when you see things online and you start reading the comments.
Oh,
and people are so funny.
They were so.
But we've got a bunch of bowl games coming up. Eventually, we have the Super Bowl. We'll have plenty of football. Let's shift to like Christmas.
Yeah,
do it.
I agree.
So we have some little boxes here, Christmas boxes, and we have some questions in here. And we're just going to talk about Christmas stories and shopping and all the good stuff.
I love it.
Who wants to go first?
You're up.
Me?
You're right there.
Oh my God.
Spotlight.
Okay, let's see my question. What NFL coach would you want to come down your chimney?
Oh, so we do have a little football here.
Well, I like, what's his name? Matt LaFleur? Is that how you say it?
Yep,
he reminds me of the old manager for the Tigers, like dark hair, kind of cute, right?
Yes.
He's a cutie. And did they beat the Lions this year?
Yes.
I was watching him the whole time.
And I will tell you this too. He is young and kind of surprised me because I don't know, there's something about him as a coach. Like he was not like obviously the other guy that we would think of because he's local would be Dan Campbell.
Ew.
I
do not want Dan Campbell coming down my chimney.
He's on Us Magazine's like 2023 hottest coaches. So it's Sean McVay, Dan Campbell, and Matt LaFleur. Those are the three pictures.
Dan Campbell.
So my mom was the other day. She's like, "Don't you think Dan Campbell's cute?" And I'm like, "He's not ugly," but I was like, maybe like my mom's in her 70s, right? I'm in my 40s, so I'm thinking like maybe he's just too old for me.
What?
He just looks kind of like
How
older.
old is he?
Like 50 something maybe?
Let me see. Dan
he's
Campbell.
He's not ugly. He's just kind of, like 52, I guess.
How old are you?
47.
Dan Campbell is 47.
Stop.
Wait a minute though.
Wait.
When is your birthday?
April 8th. He's not older.
April 13th.
Oh,
He's
my
younger than you. What is it? 5 days.
Dan, call me.
Oh, man.
Call me.
Hey, Dan. Hey.
Dan and Danielle Campbell.
That's right. go for liking a Sean McVay. He's kind of in the
How old is he? So Dan
Oh my
Campbell and I are
McVay's gotta
God.
be.
like 38.
McVay.
I think he's one of the youngest coaches in the NFL.
He is, and
He's 37. He's a baby.
So I think 37, 38, 39, they can be cute, like guys, but I'm not attracted to anyone who's like 30. That's way too young.
well,
Yeah.
Wait, who can you think of that's 30 that's super attractive? Like, I don't
how
know.
old is
I don't know.
That
how
seems
old
young.
is
Don't do it.
you know what? Never mind. Shut down.
Say it on the sides. No,
All right,
I just
so anyway, apparently
Okay.
I've been shut down. I like Sean McVay, but you know who else?
cute.
And I cannot remember his name right now.
Not the Dolphins.
I think he's like
We were talking about
cute.
him the other day. There's a special, I think, on Netflix that follows NFL teams, and they follow him. You have
Here's
to
the
watch it.
thing, though. I just looked it up. He's 5'9", so he's already like off my
Have
list.
you seen him?
Let
He's
me
got to
see.
be like 40 or under.
40. He's
Yeah.
40. So we're the same age, but I'm tall.
I'm sorry, what? She tried to slip that in there.
Nope.
Sorry.
So I saw him one day, and he was wearing like, what's his name?
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel, yes. And he's kind of like a nerd. And I think he's like a football fanatic and numbers guy. He's super intelligent. I think that's he's super nerdy.
Yeah.
But he had these glasses on, and he had his
like
sweatpants rolled
funny.
up. Yeah, and he's got like cute shoes on. I looked at him, I was like, that is Katie's spirit animal. She'll love him. And you looked him up, and you're like, he's cute.
I do. I think he's cute. He's too short, but
Yeah.
So here's what's interesting. Do you ever look at a guy's shoes and you think, computer nerd?
Oh, shoes are important. I feel like one of my kids
So-
broke up with a boyfriend because of the shoes he was
I'm telling you,
wearing.
because I literally, sometimes Michael send me shoes. I'm like, no, those are computer shoes. We're done with those. I do, and I swipe right. I'm like, we're not doing computer shoes. And I do that, and I feel bad because I'm sure you're great people. I just don't like the computer shoe look. You know, like the
Nerdy.
the nerdy, like the old school New Balance, but not the cute ones, like the ones that are all white. And you know what I'm talking about? Like
I feel
they
like
don't
this
venture
guy,
outside much.
this guy wore the cute shoes, but like he wasn't cute before, but now he's ripped.
6'5".
He's 6'5".
I mean, I guess he could come down my chimney.
He just went up a notch.
But he might not make it all the way down the chimney. He might get stuck halfway.
I mean, because he's so
Sean
big.
McVay is the cutest one out of all.
I agree. That's mine. Sean McVay.
Oh, he's 5'10".
Yay! That's
What about
perfect for me.
what about the Lefleur guy? How tall is he?
The
He's
Lafleur
cute. You don't think
guy.
he's cuter?
I do. I think he's cute too.
You just like, I feel like Sean has like a cocky side to him. He's more
I have, like,
animated.
a height requirement, you guys.
You have to, because you're 6 foot
I
tall.
have a not too cocky requirement. I like confident. I don't like
LaFleur is
cocky.
5'11", which is my height. So, I mean,
You could do it.
It's not bad.
But Dan Campbell's like the man. 6'5".
I mean,
he might have just went up to the top.
I had to have Katie put the vodka back in my cupboard tonight, and it was
Can't
amazing.
reach-
I was
can't reach the
like,
cupboard. She
this
wants
is
to-
fantastic.
she wants a tall person.
I got to get a double step stool. It was amazing. So I need you around more. I'm just saying.
All right. Open the
All right.
next box.
Go ahead,
Who has the
bring
next
it.
Christmas
What
box?
do you got in
What
your
do I
present
got
box?
in here? I have. What is your biggest Christmas gift fail?
Oh, good one.
Oh, a fail.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm sure I have lots of fails. Me too. So probably the biggest one that I can think of. So for everyone that has like little kids, soak it up now, because eventually your kids will send you a list and you'll just go and buy all the things on the list and wrap them up and put them under the tree. Like, you don't get to like, oh, which toy are we going to buy? And oh, they're going to be so excited. So that's where we're at now. My kids are older. They send me their list. I buy what's on the list. I wrap it up and I put it under the tree. It kind of like takes the magic out of it. But whatever. I don't know what these kids like, and
So
you know,
true.
like, I don't know.
And it makes
like,
it so much easier now on
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
like,
bummer, but it's like,
I
also
mean,
like, it's
I know. I'm not going to try to be like creative and then buy them something they don't want. And so whatever. So last year, that's what happened. My kids sent me their things, and I don't buy everything on their list, obviously. So there is some surprise to it. I like pick and choose what they get. So, so Landon, who is now 18, he was 17 then. he sent me his list. I bought things on his list. I put it under the tree. And Christmas morning, we are unwrapping the gifts. And he unwraps a t-shirt that was on his list. And he starts dying laughing. And I'm like, why is he laughing? And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you bought me this.
So you didn't look at it, you just bought it.
And then you just wrapped it, like you didn't open it, and you're like,
I looked at it, like it was a t-shirt, and I'm like, okay, like I bought the t-shirt, I wrapped it, and I put it under the tree. Like, it was a t-shirt. And so he's like, I can't believe you bought me this. And so I'm like, what is it? It was a t-shirt with a picture of the Unabomber's face
Oh my God.
that said vote by mail.
Oh my God.
I bought it for him and wrapped it and put it under the tree.
That's the best fail ever.
does he wear it?
He does.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
Of
Does
course
tell
he
people,
does.
My mom bought me this.
I had no idea. I wouldn't know. If you put a picture
Oh
of a
my
Unabomber
God.
in front of me right now, I wouldn't know.
Was
that it
Grady like,
Unabomber.
who's the Unabomber?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
one, Mom.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Kristen just hung his head. Like, he was just
Solid.
like, Mom, you idiot.
That
solid.
is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, guys, if your kids just send you a list, like maybe Google like what's on their
Investigate.
list.
No,
Do
Landon
a
was like,
research.
my mom's not even going to look at what this is, and I'm going to send it. And then when he opened it, he's like, bing, I was right.
Right.
It's
No
like
kidding.
if your husband wants to know, or if you want to know if your husband's listening to you, and you say something just way off the cuff,
Yeah.
and
Right.
they are like, yeah, and you're like, you're not listening to me.
That's so good.
Speaking of
Horrible.
shirts, we have on some special
Oh,
I
shirts,
know.
so we need to point these out.
I don't know where my son got that from.
Right, we're gonna post some pictures.
Santa's
but
favorite
what is-
hoe.
Yes, what does yours say, Danielle?
Mine says Christmas AF.
And what does yours say?
Santa's favorite hoe.
And mine says, "Ask your mom if I'm real." With a picture of Santa on the front. So
Winking. Santa
just-
winking.
I'm the least
We're really
sluttiest out of
You
everyone.
guys have any Christmas gift fails?
on paper.
On paper.
Christmas fails. Oh, I'm sure I do. Well, let's say this. I bought my kids one year. We decided we were going to go Christmas shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I let them pick out what they wanted. But I said, I'm not going to buy everything. I'm just going to write it down on the list. And as I'm at the checkout, here comes Eva bopping back that I thought Mike was hanging with her. And literally saw I had to go put everything back and start over because she still didn't really get the whole concept. So I had to be really careful. So I had to put everything back and start over. I was like, this was the biggest waste of a day. So, I mean,
I don't really know. I don't have fails other than just like everything my husband bought me in the past.
what about when your husband, what did
guy.
he buy you?
He's bought me vacuum cleaners. He's bought me phones, electronics. He basically buys me things that he wants.
Yeah.
So like I'll get something and it's just like a cooler with a speaker in it. He's like, "Isn't that cool?" And I'm like, "For you."
At the next baseball tournament.
I know, he tries so hard. And then eventually, and then there's years he'll buy me like jewelry and it's gorgeous or something, just like out on a limb. So now I just send him links and he just buys it. I'm kind of like the kids.
We actually aren't even doing gifts this year.
It's pointless. I buy my own stuff.
Like,
right?
we're buying one thing each, and it's literally like, is this what our lives are now?
I got
We're not even.
I got Kevin those. We talked about it. Those toilet bowl cleaners because I was like, he'll love this. That's what our life has come
I
to.
know. Mine is such a practical gift that I'm giving my husband. I'm like, lame. But the other part of it is, I'm done. I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, you should.
I
buy
mean, I like opening.
Me too. I do too.
too.
You know what I'm addicted to, by the way? Coffee makers. And I mean bad.
Like you buy new ones.
I want, the Nespresso, that new
Oh.
yeah.
I want it so bad, but I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on it. I don't care how many houses I sell. I'm not buying that thing.
What?
And
That's
every
what
year-
you want?
I love that.
If Kevin bought that for me, which he would if I wanted it, I would totally be like, take that back. I don't
No,
want that.
I want it so bad. And you know my little coffee bar up there?
Yes.
All I want to do is have that fancy little espresso
You
maker
are
up there.
so funny.
Yeah, that would be my thing. All right, is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. Oh. Okay. What was the worst Christmas gift you ever got?
Oh. Kind of on the same subject.
It is, but this one's actually good because it's about something where you're just like, what? And I can tell you I already have it in mind because this is when I was dating somebody and you think it's romantic, you're dating, you're going to get a necklace or something
Oh, yeah.
cool, you know.
Yes, right?
If you remember the things that go on the front of your car, they clamp onto your the hood to detract the deer,
Oh, like a whistle?
like a whistle that only the deer can hear.
Oh.
True story.
That's what he bought you?
He was
That's
trying to
what I
save
got.
your life.
And you know what? He
Oh.
gave them to me in front of my parents. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm getting like something special. Like
Like
this is gonna
engaged? Did you think you were getting engaged?
I don't know. I was like, this is a big deal. Like my parents
He
are
gave it in
here.
front. Or were they expensive?
They were like, probably like $13. And at that time, there wasn't Amazon. So I think it
What?
was like you walked into the auto parts store and you're like, there it is.
Did you break up with him?
No, but I will tell you, I did not put those sons of bitches on my car.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you
did
didn't
you ever
put
hit
out.
a deer?
I did hit a deer and totaled
Well,
my car.
You should
not
have put
kidding.
it on your car.
Swear to God on my life. I was driving home from his house one night, heading back to my parents' house, and I hit a car. No, I didn't. I hit a deer and totaled my car.
He was like, "See, bitch."
But I kid
What?
you not, he bought me these things, and I was literally so appalled. And I looked at my mom, and my mom was like, he's done.
Get
And
rid
my
of
dad
him.
was like, that's a very good idea. You gotta be safe. I'm like, Ray, that's not. So yeah, so that was my definite, well, bar none, my worst gift ever.
That's like
I
a
did get a bowling ball from a boyfriend.
what?
Yeah, because he
Were
wanted me
you
to
a
start bowling.
were you a bowler?
I mean, I was terrible. Like,
Oh.
I don't, I mean, I could hit a couple pins.
I hate bowling.
I
love
love
it.
I love
That's
it.
our next episode.
I'm sitting out.
No, okay, you can bring us drinks.
That'll never
Okay,
happen.
Dusty
Yeah.
Chan.
Dusty, we need you. All right. I
right.
think you're up to open
I'm
yours.
up again. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh.
I'm going to pour a little aerated
Oh
wine.
goodness. Okay.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Please wait for her wine to stop making noise.
And
So
we're done. Okay,
wine
let's-
condoms, ducks on wine. Now she's got a wine bong. It looks like a freaking
That
bong.
makes a lot of freaking noise.
But it helps aerate it. It's fresh and crisp.
Okay, what beauty gift have you hoped that Santa will bring you? So I am a sucker for those stupid ads online.
Okay.
And so this morning I saw one and it was like little, like, they look like little iPads. You know those? Did you see it? Those no, they look like reusable ones, but these are electronic. Did you see them? No, they look like Apple created them. They're probably total crap, but they have infrared light. And so they turn on and you put them underneath, and after like a couple of minutes there's two settings, your puffiness goes away.
I use the other ones every morning.
See, so everyone uses those reusable.
I love
I think we should invest in an electronic one. So that was, and we should
I mean,
try it
I
out.
don't use them, but I'm much younger than you.
Well, I don't have bags under my eyes, bitch, yet. So, whatever. But I still want to try. Wow. Wait.
So
Okay.
my shitty dip that we were talking about earlier.
So the other thing I actually purchased for each.
Oh my!
We're going to try it out live.
Oh.
It's a
so scared.
it's
What
a
is this?
jawline trainer that I saw on Facebook.
I'm so
Because-
excited.
Wait, this is going to be embarrassing. Crack it open, girls.
What do we do with it?
So you really
I
fast.
smelled it.
It's probably made from
Looks like a
in
mushroom.
China.
China?
No, you blow in and blow out really fast, and it trains your jaw so your neck doesn't look so old.
So this is like,
Did you
this
put
is
it
like,
in your mouth?
do you pretend you're eating a Schweddy ball?
You go like this. She's got it. You suck in and out, and the end goes. No, you got it. You got. Yeah, there you go. You got keep a suction, and our jaw lines are gonna look
Okay.
phenomenal. Wait. Oh my god!
Wait, I gotta focus.
This takes the focus.
How do I look?
You look great.
Thank you.
Oh my god! Look at your neck. Look at your jawline. No, you're like gagging. You gotta
I mean, I got it in my...
I feel like it's taking
Do
another
it.
turn. I
Do it.
don't know if I can.
come on, suck it. Let's
Is
see
it
it.
supposed to go in?
Look at the end of mine.
It's not moving.
Just a little bit. Right. It was from China and it
Yeah,
sucks.
I don't think it's working.
It's got a smiley face on it. Oh, she did it. You have to suck really hard.
Create total suction around here.
Okay.
And then instead of like, you just suck it. Just suck it. There it is, ladies.
I can't. I have a small tongue.
You have to do it. Dusty, I'm so sorry. Wait, you have to do it for 2 minutes every day. We're doing it for 2
I'm not
minutes.
going to do it for 2
how long?
minutes.
How long? 2 weeks? We're doing it for?
Yeah, till our next podcast and see if our necklines look better. Like the
I'm just
shit
going to
we
get a
do for beauty.
facelift.
Okay, that is amazing. Now we got it.
Thank you. Thank you for purchasing
Thank
those.
you for the. I love mine. I'm gonna keep it forever.
I mean, this is so freaking ridiculous. The videos that I saw, I was dying laughing at like midnight, and I was like, I'm trying it, and I'm ordering one for you guys. All right.
Good, solid. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I put
My
this box
throat
down
actually hurts right now.
And my cheeks hurt. So you know what? It's working. I mean, you know when you
We
work a
did it for
muscle
10
and it's
seconds.
tired, that's what happens.
Oh, now I need a break.
You gonna go potty?
No, I need a break,
Break
from
from the
this,
sucker.
From the sucker.
She'll be back at it later.
Okay, my question, everyone. How do you shop? Online or in store?
Ooh.
Good question.
That's not a good question for you because there's no freaking way you shop in store.
So actually, you're right.
She was like, to prove you wrong.
Yes, I'm always right.
I do 99.9% of my shopping online. However, I do like a good, like, one day go with my husband to the mall, like, during Christmas season. I love, like, the sound and the
Yes,
sights
I do
and the
too.
smells.
You have
and-
lunch together.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like we stop for a drink and then we go do more shopping. Like I like to make a whole date day out of it. We might not buy a whole lot while we're there, but like I like it as an event, you know?
I am making Kevin do that tomorrow. It just sounds so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to
It's
be
like
so excited,
It's
but
like a date. It's not
date,
like
a shopping date, but you don't really have to buy. You just have fun
super
together.
functional. Like you're not
Yeah.
going to get a whole lot of stuff, but it's just like spending time together.
I love that.
You know what? One of my favorite times ever that I did that, I had all the kids and Mike, and we went to 12 Oaks.
Oh,
And like it's it's far away, so it's kind of like you make it
like
event.
Lakeside or where?
No,
Oh, 12
that's
Oaks
in
by
Novi.
Novi. Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I remember that day still.
Aw.
I don't know why. I just remember being there going, because it was kind of like a magical, like
Aw.
I don't, we don't go to that mall, right? I mean, and I remember that being super special. It would never happen now. Now our kids, that would never happen. But it was a cool day, and I remember that. Like,
Yeah.
still to
It's
this
just
day.
quality time. It's memories. So
Yeah.
I shop mainly online, but this year I was like eager. Like 3 weeks ago, I was like, I am going shopping. I have a day off. I'm going to get so much stuff. I went to Home Goods was where I started. And I was like, I'm going to buy a couple things for myself. And I saw a new set of glasses. And I was like, I'm buying these. And the only one I could find had like a pattern that I loved. It was the only box. And the box was like ripped. And I was like, who cares? I'm buying it. So I get up to the counter to check out. And the lady that's checking me out looks like Aunt Edna from Christmas or from Family Vacation, right? So she's got the triangle hair, the bangs, the turtleneck, and she's like staring at me. So I set all my stuff down and I look at her and I have the box and I'm like, this box is ripped. And I'm like waiting for her. I'm like, I can't really set it down until you start like ringing stuff up and I'll just hold it for a second. And she goes, I have to ring it up. I'm like, okay. So I go to set it down. And when I go to set it down, I just hear a shatter.
Oh, no.
One of them falls out. And I shit you not, she looks at me and she goes, that wasn't you, was it? I was like, what the do you think it was? Like, yes, it was me. I just told you that. I'm like looking behind me at like an old lady and I'm like, did you do that? I'm like so humiliated. So then I'm just so mad at her. Like every video you've ever seen, like online of like people freaking out at Starbucks
register?
and just taking the register and slamming it. For a second there, I was like, I'm feeling you guys like right now. I want to like strangle this lady. And she's like still looking at me like with this blank look. So she calls like a cleanup on aisle, like main aisle. So I continue to check out. It fell next to me. And all of a sudden, I feel something on my leg. The lady sweeping the floor is like brushing my leg with the broom. I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of
I'm
here.
gonna lose it.
I leave and I'm just like, oh my God. And I have a bunch of crap in the back of my car that I was going to donate to the Salvation Army.
Oh, it's a
But
whole
the
nother
one
topic.
around us, like, I don't know. Sometimes you get somebody who's amazingly nice, and then sometimes they're like, we don't take clothes. We
They're
don't take
mean.
we
They
don't
can be
take home
mean.
goods. We don't take this. We don't take that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go home. Like my shopping today is done.
done.
It's done. I'm gonna stop and drop this stuff off at the Salvation Army. So I pull in and there's a little line. Long story short, I pull up and some guy goes, ma'am. And I roll my window down and I hear the other guy go, come on, man. And I'm like, what? He goes, don't you see the sign? And there's like, I'm like 20 feet away from the next car and there's this sign and it says like, thank you for stopping, hours, blah, blah, blah. There's a crumpled up piece of paper that says, please wait here. And it's like stuck to the top. And I'm like, that's what he's talking about? Like I pulled forward too fast. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, sorry. And I reverse and there's a massive curb and I just screw up my bumper and I am just like, I get out of my car. I go look. My husband doesn't even know. I don't care. It's all screwed up, the bumper. I look at it. I get in my car. I drive home. I just try not to cry because I'm so freaking pissed. And I'm like, I'm never shopping in a store again.
No.
That was my Christmas shopping.
I do the same thing though. I do the one day, and yesterday, as a matter of fact, I went and looked for a specific item for one of my kids, and I mean very specific but simple, like a puffer vest, like one of those. Everybody has them, but I needed a kid size. I went to every store in the mall, every store outside of the mall. I went to all the places. Not one single solitary vest. I call my husband. I'm like, Mike, I cannot find this anywhere, and I'm now angry. And he's like, oh, here's one on Amazon for $20.
I was going to say, why didn't you think Amazon?
I did, but I kind of wanted to get
like
a
see it,
special one.
like a
I
nice one.
wanted it to be. I was like, order it. We're done, and that was it. I'm like, I'm done. That was my only shopping experience in stores this year, and I will not do it again. I just won't. So, I'm with you. All right, let me see what I got.
What's your question?
Let's see.
It better be salacious.
Ooh, okay. What beauty item would you like stuffed? Oh, would you stuff in a friend's stocking?
Oh, do you have like a favorite beauty item?
Definitely have a favorite item. So I have an item that I've used for years and years and years. It is it's my mascara.
Oh.
And I love it. It is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara.
Where do you get that?
Well, I originally got it at like Sephora, Ulta. You can get it on Amazon now, and it's like
nice.
$25. I absolutely love it. Like it's my very favorite item, and every time I've tried other stuff, I go back to it. I'm disappointed. Well, I'm just disappointed, and I'm like, so if you guys are looking for something like that, that is definitely.
We should post it. Like mascara is a big. Do you use like the same mascara all the time?
I don't. I am always on the lookout for mascara, and I feel like as I get older, like
Not as old as us,
not
but
as old as you guys, but older. Like things change. Like mascara bothers me a lot. Like it hurts my eyes, and I don't like it. So currently I'm using something called Better Than Sex mascara.
Ooh, that's salacious.
I know it's pretty good, and I've been using brown instead of black, which is a new thing for me too.
Interesting.
I saw TikTok that said brown wasn't. TikTok is never wrong.
No, they're not.
So
amazing.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried the Thrive kind? I've always wanted to try that.
I tried it and hated it.
You did?
I did.
Because
it was
they advertise like it wipes off with water.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the one that's
like
a tubular one?
And it's like turquoise.
Yeah.
And it was like for me, it was you have to like scrub it off, and it was like it just dries my eyes out. I didn't like it at all.
I will tell you this stuff that I use. I don't even remember how I came across it, and I had used like a Maybelline or something forever.
Yeah.
And then this stuff came across, and I was like, I'll just try it. And I literally can put like just thin coat and then like one more once it dries. And it's
It's
so easy.
I've used a L'Oreal one for years, and I feel like, I'm not kidding, it's probably been 15, 20
Like
years.
since yeah.
So I read in a magazine that Jennifer Aniston used just the basic L'Oreal one, and I've always used it. But then somebody at work just told me they use a L'Oreal one, but it's like a newer one, like a lash extension or something. So I'll have to try it, and if I like it better, we should just post all our favorite mascaras, because I feel like in a woman's like makeup bag, that's a staple.
Yeah, and if you guys have stuff you want to share with us, because I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
open to like trying stuff at least, right?
Yeah.
You know what my girlfriend got me one year, and it was awesome, and she forgot to cancel the subscription, so I was getting it for like 6 months. Is that the box, the
Oh, Birchbox.
Birchbox?
I love
Is that
that.
the only makeup one?
No, there's other ones.
It's not Birchbox. It was something similar though, because this one was only makeup and face products, and I have a drawer that is filled with all these like expensive items. But I will tell you, it totally changed. Like now I buy this stuff.
Yeah, I did Birchbox. You did Stitch Fix,
Stitch
right?
That's close.
Oh, it
forgot.
is?
I
That's
did a
only
makeup
close.
one. I can't remember. I don't
What's
know.
the name of it?
Like, I feel like I'm getting so picky about makeup. I
Oh, me
hate
too.
the way makeup feels on my face. Like, I want makeup that doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything.
Yeah.
So,
The
like, I'm
only
getting
thing I
super
use
picky.
now is tinted moisturizer.
I love
too.
that's what I
No
use.
longer use.
See, we could totally share the ones we like. I use a tinted one. It has like zinc. I don't know. It's just kind of for sensitive skin, and I love it. That's what I don't use foundation or
Nope.
anything.
And I did for a long time, and now I use the Urban Decay tinted moisturizer.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
It's really good. But I will tell you, what's funny? You know who turned me on to all of this? Eva.
Oh,
My
I
14-year-old
know.
daughter.
The
And she's like, Mom,
girls.
on TikTok, here's what they do. And I was like,
They know
Okay.
so much about cosmetics. I mean, you go into their room and they're like little kids, and they have their like headbands on, and they're putting all their creams on at night.
constantly.
When I was younger, I wore mascara and Vaseline on my lips.
And went to bed with it on your face.
Yes, yes.
And that's the thing.
Yes.
I watch my daughter, and she has this regiment, and I'm like, oh shit, I should probably be doing all that.
No.
Like it's all like she's got her head, but she's doing this. She's like, Mom, I got to go do my routine, and I'm like, oh my god. When I was a teenager, I was like, I would fall
I
asleep.
didn't put anything on my
pillowcase.
face, did you? I didn't put
I never put
powder or
No.
foundation. I would put like mascara.
Oh, on your face for I did.
Yeah.
No.
I totally did.
You did? Like
Absolutely.
foundation when you
Yes.
were little?
Well, I mean, like when
Like 13 or 14?
no, when I was like 16.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
I started dating, I
I
guess.
used
Yeah, I totally did.
blush, mascara, and Vaseline.
Interesting.
What did you use blush, right? Sometimes?
No. I
Nothing?
mean, I used like mascara. That's probably it. Sometimes lip gloss, maybe.
Lip gloss,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys were
I've
so much
never been-
prettier than me.
No, you were pretty. You just probably liked makeup. I feel like some people
I
think
liked-
it's fun.
But I didn't like makeup. I was always like the jock and like that kind of thing. But yet I still like. I remember putting lipstick on in front of. This is actually really funny. When I turned 18, I bought my first motorcycle. Okay, and I would ride motorcycles with all guys. And one day we pulled over onto the side of the road, or like into a parking lot, and we were heading to a motorcycle rally. And I looked in my mirror, my motorcycle, and I was putting lipstick on. And one of the guys that I used to ride with, which was one of my brother's best friends, was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Are you putting makeup on?"
Like, that's
he thought
not
I was
cool.
a guy, like I was
Yes,
a dude.
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, like I want to
a
look.
girl.
He's like, yeah, no, that's stupid. Like it was like, I'm like, oh my god, I am so, like that was so not me. But I loved all that stuff. But
Makeup's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just part of our life, right?
so last thing before we have to go, because we're getting to where we got to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
What is your plan for Christmas? Like just real quick, like what do you guys do for Christmas?
We have everyone over on Christmas Eve, and I feel like a lot of Italian people do seafood. So we'll do like shrimp, crab, oysters, whatever, things like
I
that.
want to go to that. Party.
Yeah, and then Christmas Day we do like steaks and normal food, and
Cool.
but like we don't do like ham or turkey or anything
Yeah, we
traditional. We do spaghetti sometimes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we it changes a little bit every year, depending on like my sister and her kids and like what they have going on. This year we're doing Christmas Eve day with my mom and dad and like my sister's family and my brother's family. And then my mom always has this big Christmas Eve party. So we'll be there and then we'll do Christmas morning at our house. This is the first year my oldest has to work on Christmas Day.
Oh.
So it's going to be a little bit different. So Christmas morning, he's not going to be there. So that'll be a little bit different for us, but we're going to make it work. We're going to do Christmas with him when he gets out of work that night. So, or maybe the next day. We're not really sure what we're doing yet. So.
Well, and it's kind of cool though because he's working like you
Dedicated.
You've got him here now. Like it's kind of cool. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
like he's working as an EMT, so like
he's like an adult
I know it sucks,
with a
but-
professional job, and he's dedicated, and
you
he's
guys
doing
helped
what
him get
needs to
there,
be done.
so-
And you did you do that?
I did.
I can
know.
totally see that.
We had that whole conversation because he was really bummed about it, and he's like, I can't work. I'm gonna call in, and I'm like, you're not calling in.
No.
Like this is the career you chose is in healthcare, and this is what we do in healthcare.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
sometimes, I mean, I've worked my fair share of holidays, so yeah, that's what we do.
He'll
So-
be telling his kid that one day. That
Yeah.
same
And like
conversation.
so yeah, it'll be the next generation.
Mhm.
We kind of have like a drawn out because my brother comes into town, which I'm so excited. I get to see him. And then we go to my mom and dad's. And of course, I'm not playing. Cindy is getting Chicken Shack.
Nice.
Told you.
Oh, not ribs.
Oh, we're getting ribs and chicken from Chicken Shack.
Oh my god.
Not playing. I know. I told you guys that's what happens. And then Christmas Eve, we go to my Bush and Judges. That's my grandparents, and we are Polish, so that's
Do they
really neat.
cook Polish?
Yes.
Oh,
And
like
They are
kielbasa and stuff.
90 years old, by the way.
Oh, and they do the cooking.
They do a good chunk of it, and then we have all the family brings stuff too. But like
Aw,
they do.
That's so awesome.
But it's kind of like you get to that point where you hate to say this, but like you're like, how many more do you have? So you just you
enjoy
every minute
it.
of it So
for
that's-
sure.
And then Christmas Day, we are staying home, and my in-laws are coming to our house, and I am making beef tenderloin for dinner.
Do you normally do that?
Well, no, but it just depends. This year, though, because we're having Christmas with them on Christmas Day, I was like, she does all the work on Christmas Eve, which we won't be at this year.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'll do it. Yeah,
My-
it's a lot of work.
Like it's a lot of work for her, and then the next day to have to turn over and do it again. That's all.
Yeah, I mean it's so much for the guys too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they watch so much football.
Well, because they have to
they
like
eat so much.
you know what I had to buy this year so Mike wasn't so exhausted is the electric recliner. So you just push the button.
Oh, you don't have to use your legs.
No, it's so tight. You get up. He's like, I can't walk up the stairs. I'm so
Ah,
tired. So
I mean, they're going to be exhausted from like present wrapping and it's going to be. All right.
all right. So Katie, I think it's your turn. To
Should we
start
break
us
it
off this
down?
year.
Yes,
Let's break it
let's
down.
break it down. All right. 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Schweddy ball.